Hello friends of Turn of the Century Antiques. We are here. It is a quiet Tuesday morning out here in Denver, Colorado. The lights are turned off and I thought it would be fun to sort of meander our little, actually it's kind of big, our big bear den so that we can just have a little quiet time this morning. And you can get a peek at some of the newly listed bears that we have on our website. It is so much fun. So we have our tree turned on and we're standing outside of the entrance right here that is so cool that Eric and Stanley built. And we're just going to go ahead and go inside. All right, duck your head. Duck your head, everybody. You don't want to knock your head over there on the brick entrance right there. So we gathered all of our sweet little plush mohair, wonderful stuffed bears and animals to the front so they could have a fun little photo shoot. All of the items that you see, almost all of them, there's a couple of my mom's collection in the background, but most of them are all on our website and there is a link in the video. So if you love bears, definitely give us a comment, share the video, or tell us about the special bear that you have in your life. We love bears here. As you can see, my mother loved bears so much. So these are some wonderful bears and also stuffed animals and friends that we have been working hard to get on our website. So yeah, it is so fun to share. So I'm just gonna kind of tootle on over here. So we're just hanging out in the bear den right now. But most of these we were actually able to get listed, believe it or not, in the middle of everything we've been doing. We have these sweet little ones right here. You can get one of the little artist bears. Those are so cute. Or we have a couple of the wonderful little miniature Stife bears. Let's hold him up so you can see. And he has this wonderful little button right there. So the link in the video right now is where you can go to shop. We just put up a lot of these just this morning. We even put up a little walrus and a little chipmunk. I believe no, that's a beaver. This is a beaver. When Eric put him into the website, and then I went in there to describe him, he put him in there as a chipmunk. And then I thought, I'm pretty sure that's a beaver because look at those teeth. Look at that beaver tail. And then of course, I looked up the name Nagy, and it is a beaver. So another one of the items that is actually pretty rare is this begging dinosaur. I think he's a begging Tyrannosaurus Rex, I believe, but these are pretty rare. They only made him for a short time, and he sits up and kind of begs, which is really cute. We also have some other mohair American bears that are fun and just a selection of all kinds of different things. This is a great large Mary Thought. I love this one. He has his original where is it? His original foot tag right there. You can see it right there. Needs a little patch on his little foot right there, but other than that, he is just absolutely wonderful. And of course, I just love the little minis right there. There's a lot of bears that I actually don't know the maker. Even John Port didn't. A lot of them were American bears, and a lot of these companies made bears for just a short period of time, and then they quit making them because they couldn't really stay in business. So a lot of them are they're unnamed. So sometimes we just call them American bears or English bears, and that's about all we know, except that they're very cute and we love them. So most of these are vintage. There's a couple more modern ones thrown in, but they are a lot of fun. This guy needs another eye, which we did a fun repair video with John. So he actually sewed the eyes in so you can see how to sew a teddy bear eye in, which I had no idea how to do that. So he showed us that. So that was really fun. But if you're here with me, let me know. This, I believe, was a collie, but I couldn't tell for sure. I believe this was a collie. So if you're watching and you know, let me know. At first, I thought it was a German Shepherd, but I'm almost positive it's a collie. So he's really cute. So we're just going to kind of meander back. This bear den is just wonderful, but I also have to figure out what I'm going to do with it because it's right here in the middle of our gallery up here. And the next thing we're going to be doing is setting up for Christmas. But Hillary Polly asked me, oh, thank you. Andrew just said it's a collie, so thank you very much, Andrew. Hillary Polly asked me if I could sit in the bear den and read Goldilocks and the Three Bears for her virtual classes over there in England for 3- and 4-year-olds. And I said, absolutely. So I have to do that before we take anything down. And she said, oh, it's such a strange request. And I said, that is not a strange request at all. I love that request. So I'm going to do that, and I think that'll be really fun. I told John Port said he wanted to take his canvases of him, but he forgot them. So I'm not mad about it because they look so cute in our den. So hello, everybody that's tuning in. So I'm not going to turn around completely because a lot of these bears here, I'm going to go up. A lot of these bears are saved for the virtual convention where John Port talks about them, but we are going to come over and look over at Santa. So I think, let me know what you think, but I think, and I will make my decision later today, it has a lot to do with just logistics and the things that I have that I need to bring in here for the Christmas exhibit and just what I'm trying to accomplish. But I think I might try and decorate the den for Christmas and do like a Christmas cabin. What do you think? I think that's what we're going to do. But right now we are looking at these Santas. These Santas are just, they make my heart smile and break at the same time because my mom just loved them so much. And I remember when she was checking on them, a wonderful artist named Rosemary Volpe made them for her. We would go over to Rosemary's house and my mom would see the progress and they would talk about it. And then I remember the day that we took them home. The other one's on the other side of the room. And the remote came for our tree, which we haven't even put any decorations on, but it's just so lovely, just lit up like that. It's a wonderful Balsam Hill tree. So we're gonna, and thank you, Billy Harris, for that. So I think, well, it is Colorado. So Eloise just said country Christmas. It is Colorado. So I think that maybe we could do that. Make it into a country Christmas. Because when you look up, you can see like the ceiling, and I'm standing in it right now, and I really do feel like, it does feel like I am somewhere else. It's a feeling that I can't really describe, but it feels like I'm standing in a cabin in the woods. And this is so Colorado. So this is all on loan from Aaron Johnson of Aaron Johnson Antiques. So check out his website. He has the absolute best, especially if you're looking for just fine, or country or architectural pieces. The absolute best. I'm just leaning down because I'm picking up, this little guy was on the floor. This cute little penguin was on the floor. That's a sweet penguin. Here, I'm just going to put him right there. We'll just put him right there. So, oh, that's a good idea. Andrew said it could be Santa's toy shop. I like that idea a lot. That's a good idea. A Colorado country Christmas is what Deborah said. Lori said mountaintop Christmas. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have great ideas. I love it. Keep those ideas coming. I love it. One of the things that I've done just over the years is I've traveled so much to show you other parts of the world and other parts of the country and all this stuff. But you know which one of the coolest places in the world and in the United States is Colorado. And we have so much to offer. And I grew up going to small towns and going to Kansas with my dad, and there's this wonderful cabin up in Evergreen that I've stayed at many times. It's like an upscale cabin, and to me, that's luxury. So I love this kind of thing. So I'm glad that you do too. I love all your ideas. So That's great. Well, if you want to take a gander at any of the bears and stuffed animals that some of them in the background, some of them are my mom's. I haven't taken them out because I'm just enjoying having them up here so much. But a good majority of these are all freshly listed on our website just in the last day. So if you're interested in any of them, we also have Flex Pay available for any of them. So please just don't hesitate to reach out. Andrew said, love the bear on the sled. Oh, yes, that's one of my mother's. Yeah, he's very sweet. It was a real treat to see John come and just speak about my mother's bears. She loved bears. As much as she loved dolls, she loves bears. So I will be taking all of these home soon, but not sure exactly. Maybe today, but maybe in a couple days, because it just does my heart good to see them up here. This has been, as you can imagine, this has been a very emotional week for me. I was just, as fun and as exciting as it's been and how great it's been to share it with everybody, to do something like this that I just know my mom would love, and I'm tearing up right now just even telling you about it. But I've been in tears so much this week, and it's just been a wonderful thing to do, but it's hard to take the bears home. Because it's just, she would love them here. And I know they all came through these doors at one point. So having the Santas here is wonderful. Lauren said make some postcards. Yes, so what I had Eric do this morning is take some HD photos, and he's editing them right now. And we're going to make postcards so that you can just buy some postcards from our shop and use them for the holidays. So there is a great need, I think, for doll postcards, and more than that, teddy bear postcards. So we're going to be doing that. I also have to get some of these Raggedy Anns listed because we had some controversy about Santa holding Raggedy Ann. There's our Raggedy Ann over there, which looks perfect in his hands, but we had controversy, which also now everyone wants one, which is I understand, because Raggedy Ann is amazing and wonderful, and we love her. So yes, we will get some of those up too. Susan said, keep one bear on your desk. He can be your muse via your mom. I do. I keep the one. I'm sure you've noticed him in a lot of pictures. He usually sits right there, or I'll move him to different places, but let me show you. He's the one I keep here all the time. It's this one right here. I know you've seen him in other videos and photos, but he's the one I keep here all the time. So I might keep a couple of them here, but most of them are going to go safely back home, and they sit in her room on her bed. And a lot of them are actually in the crib, which it's not really lit over there, but I can kind of show you real quick. You guys are getting you're getting the nitty gritty right now, but these are grace orders that we're laying out and fulfilling this morning. But there's my crib right there. Rebecca said, Santa can hold whatever the heck he wants. That is so true, girlfriend. So yes, here is Santa number 2, which I think we could take these, we could do so much with them and really just make some wonderful, wonderful postcards. So we're going to do that. We're for sure going to do that. I know you would love to buy some of those postcards to use for the holidays. And cards are expensive, but we offer them for around $1 a piece, which I think is a great deal, with an envelope. So we have cards in our shop right now that are this wallpaper. They're beautiful. They're just anytime cards. And then we also have cards that are the painting, the wonderful painting with the doll. We have those in the shop too. I love those, but we got to get some Christmas and some teddy bear ones coming. But we're going to set up the crib soon. It's kind of a chilly day out here in Colorado. I woke up with a bit of a, what do they call it? The day after an event. And this happens to me every time, but the day after an event where you just kind of have an emotional hangover where it's just such a build, and then you just kind of sit there and you're like, what just happened? In a good way, but it's just kind of one of those things where you think, because you're running, trying to do it, trying to make it perfect, and then it happens, and then you're like, okay, you take a breath and then you think, what am I going to do next? So instead of just letting it getting so overwhelming of what you're going to do next, I calmly made a list of the things that I needed to do and the people that I needed to respond to and just what I needed to do. And I've been just slowly, I got here at 7:30 this morning, slowly pulling away, chunking away at that and just trying to go down my list. So I'm trying. And you help out there churn the wheels for me so much. So we appreciate everything, all the shares, all the comments, buying stuff, just looking, all of it. You do so much. Susan said it's like having your balloon deflated. It kind of is. Stanley's just getting here because we were going. We're making the food. We're doing the stuff. I'm wearing the dresses. I'm getting ready, getting up early. We're thinking about it. We're communicating. We're doing all these things. And then the day after, it's such a relief and especially when it goes well, but it's like I was sitting up here actually in this chair and I'm wearing, here, let me just show you. I'm wearing jeans, tennis shoes, my hair's in braids. You've seen me like this. And I was sitting here in this chair and I said to Eric, I said, when you do great things, it swings the other direction. And this is what it looks like the next day. Not that any of it's a bad thing, but you just got to kind of take a second. So anyway, it was fun to kind of just have this virtual unloading. Oh, one more thing. Another thing that was on my list of this morning is to get our wonderful Polly Man dolls listed. Now you're kind of with me in the dark right now at the shop. Like literally the lights are turned off because the cabin looks better with the lights turned off, but we're going to get the Polly Man dolls on our website too. So, and we have a couple wonderful blogs about her and things like that. But let me just show you. Do you see? I know it looks fascinating from the other direction, from where you live, but I look at it and I'm just like, oh man, because every single thing needs something. Not just put somewhere and done something with. I love it though. I love to look around and see these things. It's just such a wonderful place to be. And, this is how we operate, right? We understand the piles. We understand, don't we? We do. So I'm going to pull back here. And so I wanted to give you a peek. Take a gander at our website. If you see anything, shoot us an email. Don't hesitate to reach out, and we are happy to help. And I like your ideas about a Colorado Christmas. I think that's good. I'm gonna go back on this video and write down some of the things that you said. So I love it. You guys should be my copywriters out there. You're good with words. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending a little time with us this morning. And I sure appreciate you. And if you loved this, then please share the video. And I appreciate your hearts and I appreciate your words and just enjoying this wonderful, wonderful hobby with us. It is a privilege and a pleasure every single day. All right. Bye, everybody.